Yo guys, welcome back. So there's a giant update as far as UEFN, which will allow you guys to get up to 400,000 XP per day extremely fast. So according to Shino, Epic Games has just added the Accolades device to UEFN Islands. This makes it possible for map creators to give players more gameplay options to earn XP while playing on their maps. Keep in mind you can still get XP by simply playing on a map without having to do anything special. So yeah, this Accolade device will allow you guys to do challenges to get some free XP. Now, there's a lot of exploits with this, which I'm going to be showcasing for you guys in today's video, and this is essentially thanks to Loot Station. We all know this guy for getting to level 150, within the first day of Fortnite Season 4. Along with that, he hits level 1000 every single season. So pretty crazy stuff. He definitely knows how to level up. And so in the background video, there's going to be a bunch of stuff in the description down below, and of course in the background video, showcasing off some maps and as far as what you guys can actually do to get this XP. Sometimes it's as simple as, clicking a button or several buttons. It also can be as simple as completing tasks as far as actual levels inside these maps and all sorts of stuff. So whatever the actual map says to do to get XP, upon doing so, you will now get up to 400,000 XP per game session, or essentially per day. So enjoy that while it's still here. If you guys know some incredible maps as well, make sure you guys put those down in the comments below. With that being said, in other news, we have for you guys a new peak player for Fortnite. So Fortnite has now reached a new concurrent player peak of 2.8 million ever since players count went public in March, all thanks to the Season 4 launch. So for the first 3 days of Season 3, we got 2.1 million down to 1.94 million. We also have for you guys the first 3 days of Season 4, it actually went up to 2.4 million, up to 2.8 million. So you can definitely tell it was quite a bit higher, especially even the low end was even a lot higher than the Season 3's peak. So definitely let me know how you guys are feeling about Season 4 so far. I would say that it's without a doubt a complete hit, and I think it's the best season we've had so far, at least in terms of Chapter 4. In other news, did you guys know it's already been 268 days since we got the last live event? So Fracture was actually our last live event, and according to you guys, it was probably the worst live event we've ever received. So it was quite unfortunate. It was a very boring event, and it essentially was a showcase for creative maps, because that is essentially what it was. It was kind of like a creative map showcase and what is actually possible in the upcoming UEFN at that time. So definitely curious as far as how you guys feel about there not being any sort of live event for the past 268 days. And yeah, so we're definitely approaching a live event, so don't worry about that. And with that being said, talking about Chapter 5, we also have the grind rails are set to return and stay within Chapter 5 of Season 1 at the very least. So in case you guys do in fact like these grind rails, they are definitely sticking around in some sort of way. So whether that be kind of the same thing as Mega City or the ones over in the what's it called, like the swampy area where it's kind of like vines, there's always going to be some sort of brand new grind rail somewhere. So it might look a little bit different next season or next chapter, but they actually are remaining on the island. With that being said, here's a Chapter 5 theory from Echo. Sloan clearly intends to use the time machine as our escape from this island. Where do we go next though? I have 4 scenarios. We alter past events and see new outcomes in the present, before or during Chapter 1, which is unlikely, into the future, or something else. So we are all curious in the Fortnite community as far as what you guys think. Me personally, I do feel like that rumor that's been going around from the Arabic YouTubers that we could be going back to essentially every single season for 1 week only is definitely possible now that we have this time machine. And that perhaps is why Epic Games did not want us to play in the Chapter 1 maps, and why they were blocking so many people from bringing back Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 maps over in UEFN, because they were getting ready to kind of do it themselves or tease it for the future, maybe even in Chapter 5. So let us know what you guys think down below. In other news, we have for you guys, essentially speaking, I forgot to cover this yesterday, but Rocket Ram has now been nerfed, but not in the way you would expect. So the Rocket Ram only got nerfed to not be able to do this. So this glitch was going absolutely viral, and it was definitely pretty interesting, but you can no longer do that. And with that being said, here's some upcoming items. So the Fortnite upcoming Shield Breaker. The Shield Breaker is a grenade that is essentially an EMP, so it will actually turn off the vehicle entirely and will not start back up. It will include a custom UI upon throwing the grenade, and is set to release as the first item of Chapter 4 on September 5th. So a couple more days from today, we are expecting the first item, which of course is the constant update, so the shield breaker. Here's some gameplay. To go with this, here's a bunch of upcoming items and vaultings coming soon. The shield breaker, obviously September 5th. Sticky grenade launcher, which will be featured in Halloween time. The toggle zoom DMR, lightsabers and force abilities, not quite sure why. The kinetic blade with a new variant. Pizza party, balloons, birthday presents, the witch broom, pumpkin launcher, and a Halloween candy. So lots of stuff is definitely coming back. Also talking about collaborations and upcoming items. Do not forget that about a year ago, we got actually a bunch of leaks. So My Hero Academia, which already came out, Transformers already came out. We got Doomslayer, we got Hulk, we got Spider-Man Miles Morales, we got Gerald, we got Mr. Beast. And the only ones we didn't get on here so far is TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Lady Gaga and Juice WRLD. I wouldn't get your hopes up too high as far as Juice WRLD. I think out of pure respect, they're not going to do that one. But as far as Lady Gaga and TMNT, those are definitely possible for the next upcoming collaboration. So here's a pretty cool early look at that. I believe Top 5 Gaming actually had this commission, so all credit to them. But it looks pretty fantastic and actually pretty funny looking. Don't forget also, we had a stream from Shrapnel Nick last year talking about the rumor of TMNT now coming to Fortnite.
And I do like Fortnite. And now Firemonkey watches our podcast, so he cares about Fortnite. So, I did get told, so we were talking about Paramount Plus, obviously, or Paramount because of the Halo show and whatever. I've been told that apparently Paramount has signed a deal with Epic to bring properties to Fortnite. The main one that I had heard about was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming to Fortnite, which would be amazing.
Into some fun topics, we have for you guys a bunch of kids were yelling at Tom Holland and Zendaya, saying they own their Fortnite skins. So check out this clip that went absolutely viral on my Twitter.
What'd you say? I have your Fortnite skin! Oh yeah? It's a pleasure to meet you.
So I'm not quite sure how that amassed over 20,000 likes and 2 million views, but it is what it is, boys. With that being said, though, that is essentially it for today's video. Next video, we're going to be trying something new. I think I'm going to try to bring back the editor to bring back some more interesting content when the content does get boring like it is now. Thank you guys so much for watching and the support. Stay happy, and thanks for watching.